Okay.
Audio Jungle. 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 Audio Jungle.
The charge from my generation will take the
Hello, everybody. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the Go Home Wrestling Show pop-up show. Welcome, everybody. I see people. Yeah, well, it's the pop-up show. We popped up. When do we normally do this? It's not all the time. So you call it a pop-up show because this is not. It's not the normal.
Usually we only get hard on the weekend, but today we're popped up.
Oh yeah. Welcome, everybody. Of course, you can call into the show, 720-835-5007. And then when you get in there, you got to hit the pin number, 16790. The reason for that, so we have multiple people chatted up. And today is a sad day in the world of professional wrestling. And I think you know what I'm talking about, D-Shep, and that is the reign of the world title. The modern record has been broken.
CM Punk's having a bad week. A bad couple days.
Bad couple days, but I don't know. He got away with a potential
Really,
damage and lawsuit.
is it really all that bad? Yeah, he won the lawsuit. He got a big payday, and his wife's pretty decent looking. So, is life really that bad?
I know, exactly. But as a fan, now you really analyze the record, okay? Like the stats, okay? 434 days. Brock has obviously had it for 435 days. Now, title defenses, big difference from 143 to 10. And that span. That is a big difference. So the discussion for people, if you want to pop in, of course, I see we have people in here. If you do want to pop in, you can. 720-835-5007. When you come in, hit that pin number 16790. So make sure you put that in there, and you can talk to Shep and I about this whole subject, or you can just type in chat. But we'll just give you that avenue if you don't want to go the typing way. You can call in real quick. But now, I want to give you a quick question here, D-Shep. What do you feel? How would you? I guess the best way I could ask this is Brock Lesnar's title reign legit?
It's legit as far as like his opponents, I suppose. But the amount of matches, God no. But the quality of opponents when he does, at least that's been pretty rock solid, I think.
Yeah. That's okay, Total. You can just type in if you want. Yeah, the amount of defenses between the two, it's not even comparable. And then you had a guy that goes on.
I'm not even calling just defenses, but even if you just want to factor in overall matches, like have a match against a random dude on a Raw once a month even would have made it just seem a little more legit if we just seen him more. It didn't necessarily have to be a title fight every time, but there was nothing.
They're saying it's hard to hear you, so let's see if we can mess with that real quick.
I don't know. It's the same exact sentence we had the other night, though, on my end.
Volume mixer. Now try.
Hello.
That might have worked. We'll see. We'll check it out to see how it goes. But nah, I get what you're saying, because if he was doing like mixed tag matches, if he was doing a tag team challenge, anything, any kind of appearances would probably, yeah, you're right, it'll make it more legit. The fact that you go, when was the last time you saw him? The Greatest Royal Rumble. You haven't seen him since then.
Really even know all about that.
He says that you sound far away.
I don't know. It didn't change no sense.
Are you on the PC or are you on the phone this time?
PC.
That's very odd.
Well, that's where my headset was hooked up last time.
Let's try that.
I'm just gonna unmute your stream so I can hear myself talk.
There you go. All right. We're testing it out. Thanks, Turtle. We do appreciate that with the feedback. Any feedback is good feedback. Excuse me.
Yeah, it does sound a little distant. I don't know why.
I wonder if it's getting better now.
Yeah, it does sound a little distant. I don't know why.
I wonder if
That
it's
is
getting better now.
really not much.
Okay, let me check.
Now I'm not much. My headset volume's at 100, so there's nothing
check.
more. Oh, okay. There we go. I think he said, "Yeah, bro." I don't know. I'm here though.
Yeah, you are here. You are here. Just want to make sure. All right. Anyways, yeah. So where were we? I'm sorry. We were talking about Brock Lesnar. Where were we on that that part of the subject?
Pretty much, if we seen him a little bit more often, the title reign would have meant more, even with the same amount of title defenses. Like, if you're gonna go, let's say, 2 or 3 months without having a match, then I needed to see 1 or 2 Raw matches in between.
Yeah, you could do anything. Like, yeah, I understand.
Or at least more appearances.
Yeah.
Jesus. I guess how many times can we see Paul Heyman come out and make the same introduction? As cool as it is, I guess that could run stale if that's all Lesnar's going to do is just come out there, have Heyman talk for 5-10 minutes, and then get out of town.
But that is, like, it's something. You haven't seen the guy since April 30th to be exact.
You want to sit through a Heyman promo, though?
Yeah,
think
something.
about it.
I want to see something.
For 3 months straight. Once a week for 3 months straight.
Well, no, I think the guy. I think the guy. Well, I think he should be there. Period. This is why I'm not a big fan of that whole.
I think he should be there too. But I'm saying if you're gonna take a 2-3 month break without a match,
Yeah.
Can you really get by on just doing Heyman promos every week?
Oh, no. But my point is, I get what you're saying there, but my point is, if you're going to go that period of time, like, you should be seen. You're the champion. And the fact that Seth Rollins is considered your world champion because he's the Intercontinental champion, but that's the highest title you have right now that's there week in and week out, while your Universal champion is away for 3 months. And then you're not going to probably see him for another 2. They're talking about SummerSlam. That is the biggest rumor. And they're going to push Roman Reigns. And if that is the case, you know he's going to pick up the title this time. He's not going to fail at doing that.
Yeah, they're going to throw that away at a somewhat lesser pay-per-view, not WrestleMania, so they don't catch that major heat that they would have caught the night after WrestleMania this year had they let him win at Mania.
Yeah, and I think they're not going to accept it either way. They're going to...
Well, no, they're not going to accept it, but let's say he wins it the night after SummerSlam on Raw. That reaction would not be as heated as it would have been the night after WrestleMania.
Yeah, I could agree with that. But
it's going to be heated. It's still going to be heated, yeah.
But I'm from the old school mindset that if you're the champion, you got to be there week in and week out. Now, do you have to wrestle all the time? No. I think that is ridiculous. A lot of people think that, you should wrestle every show. There's so many guys on the roster that they could go weeks without being seen in a match. And here they are, here they are. There's Titus O'Neil. We haven't seen him since the Greatest World Slide incident on Raw. I think that was the last time you've seen him on there. But there's a lot of talent on there, so you're not going to get everyone there in one show. And it is surprising with a 3-hour show that the lack of people they have on there. Like, they don't have a lot of people on there.
Here's how, if I could have gave Lesnar all the money in the world, this is what I would have. You would have your pay-per-view, and then the next night, there's a promo from Heyman. The next night, every time, every pay-per-view, they're on the next night, no matter what.
Yeah.
You give him his off week. Then the next week, he has a Raw match, just against some random. It could even be Heath Slater for all I fucking care. Just go out there and whoop somebody's ass.
Squash match,
then, then take one more week off, and then show up on the last Raw before the next pay-per-view, and rinse, repeat. So you're basically giving him every other week off. I mean, if that required you to give him, let's say, an extra $10 million on the contract, I'm just throwing a random number out there.
Yeah, I know. He's probably making up there. Yeah.
Would that not be worth the $10 million?
If he's an attraction, I think they can make it up if he were to do more house show appearances. They can make up the money, getting people into in house to watch him wrestle. That would help him. That would gain some of the money back.
Speaking of that, though, the Greatest Royal Rumble, that was a glorified house show.
It was.
For us diehard wrestling fans, your average wrestling fan did not watch Greatest Royal Rumble. I can almost guarantee that.
I don't know, because even though I just started getting back into it, I've been around, getting back into watching wrestling. During that time, I was like, fuck, this is a gift. A Friday afternoon wrestling? Shit, I'm in.
But, the time of day did not help, obviously. I'm sure it got tons of replay value. I'm talking about just purely from a live point of view. It's impossible. Kids were still in school. Parents were at work. I mean, the world don't stop just to go watch Greatest Royal Rumble. Us diehards,
yeah.
Be watching no matter what, whatever. Work can go fuck itself if the pay-per-view's on, as far as I'm concerned. But
I'm usually off on Fridays, and it was a perfect thing.
I know they're making a big deal, Saudi Arabia
and
whatnot, but I feel like we lost out on one of our Lesnar matches for basically a throwaway glorified house show.
Yeah, I could be with you. It would be nice to have Lesnar back in the story. This is what Turtle said in chat. Here, it would be nice to have Lesnar back in the story, like he did with Strowman. Every week they were going at it. Even Kane got in, and of course that was the Royal Rumble match. That was probably the last thing I liked a Lesnar promo. I'm with you on that. But again, yeah, the only reason he's at where he's at. What's up, Matt Griff? Make sure you give Matt Griff a follow. He has a nice WWE universe. Show that man some love, okay? He promotes us on other streams too, so make sure you follow this guy. He gives us shout outs quite often. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm with you on that. They should be doing something every week. He's the world freaking champion. He is the world champion. And thank you for the host, McGriff. He's your world champion. And you're not seeing him until possibly SummerSlam. How can we not be upset about that?
Ridiculous.
Okay? And I try not to be negative. I like to be the guy that's like, I'm going to enjoy the product no matter what. Because if I was in that position, why am I going to bitch? Because I can't change it. So what am I going to complain about? So sit there and enjoy the product. I watch WWE for the aspect of entertainment. I watch Ring of Honor, Major League Wrestling, and I watch NXT for the wrestling aspect. There's two different types of wrestling, and I get to enjoy all of them. But this, I just think is ridiculous. Now, you can call in, folks. 720-835-5007. And then hit the PIN number, 16790. Make sure you hit that PIN number when you come in, and you can chat with us and give your opinion about the whole Brock Lesnar breaking the modern record today. It is official, ladies and gentlemen, that he is the modern day record holder. It's awful. It's a sad day for wrestling. People are going to take it as it is. I just think it's a sad day. So, going on with that. Now, if it isn't true that if he doesn't go to SummerSlam, just say what's the July pay-per-view? What if he makes it to that one?
God, I brain farted on the name of that right now.
I can't remember. What was last year's? Great Balls of Fire wasn't that like? Nah, that was like in the fall. What would that have been? That might have been last July. Either way. It didn't punch the name out of the record books. That's exactly why they did that. This poor bastard got in one bad weekend. Beating the trial and then gets his ass kicked. And you know what? You can't say it. I saw a little bit of improvement. Did you watch that fight, by the way, with CM Punk?
No, I only got to see the highlights on ESPN.
To be honest, he's having a hard time hearing. Damn, why all of a sudden we're having a hard time hearing you? Hold on.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Speakers, real tag.
My speaker's at 100.
Okay. Filter? What I'm going to do is I'm going to add you up a little bit. Gain.
Does that sound any different?
I hear you, but hardly hear D-Shep. All right, we're going to try right here. Go ahead, sir. Talk.
Does that sound any better right there?
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. All right, if it's too loud, let me know, people. I put a little gain on you. I apologize. Yeah, they did it again.
I played with the button on the side of the headset. I forgot it was there, but like I said, I hadn't touched it since Saturday.
No, it's all good. Much better, they say. There you go. Good. There we go. We figured it out. It took 20 minutes, but we figured.
I can't whisper shit, and people are gonna hear everything again.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Just you think it among yourself. Just don't.
Well, I
just
kind
think
of
it.
told everybody, so I think everybody knows.
Oh, okay. Well, not everyone has to know that you laminate your balls. I don't know why you sent me that on Twitter, by the way. I know we just started doing this show. I don't know where you think.
Talk about. Maybe you need to get the focus up off it for a minute.
Oh, okay. And then we'll get back into Brock Lesnar. Okay, how about that? Yeah. Well, we're going back to the CM Punk now that we got the audio fixed. The CM Punk fight. It was. I mean, there was improvement. Me being a UFC guy. I saw improvement in this last match, and it showed, even though this guy lost to Mickey Gold, which is the guy he got knocked out in, less than a minute, it was still, he made it a competitive fight, and even though it was a competitive fight, he still lost. But here's the thing.
That's what his opponent said, too, was that he was surprised that he was just sitting there throwing haymakers at him like crazy, and Punk kept coming at him.
Yeah, he showed really good stamina. But yeah, great one say. He finished the match, but he was kind of dominated. So, yeah, we'll get into that more. But yeah, I was just Punk lost. I saw improvement. But here's the thing with Punk. If there's improvement made, the guy's 39. How long would it take before he becomes an elite fighter?
Never.
Exactly. The fuck is he doing? I understand you want to try something new, but you were scorned about what happened in your experiences in the WWE that you would not give any other big promotion a chance. Why not go back to Ring of Honor? I'm sure he was fine there. And the fact that they had 30% growth in the last year is an indication that people can go to. There is an alternative. Cody Rhodes proved that. And you know what? I sense a little jealousy with CM Punk. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
I feel that he felt that he should have been that guy that stepped away and then went on to Ring of Honor, Major League Wrestling, whatever it was, and proved that he could succeed outside of the WWE. But he didn't. Cody Rhodes did that, and look what he's done.
Well,
look what he's accomplished.
Let's look at it this way from speaking on that, though. When
Go ahead.
Cody left, Cody was healthy. When Punk left, Punk wasn't healthy.
Yeah, well, he could have healed and then eventually went on.
No, but that could have been a lot of the reason why he had no interest in wrestling in the short term anyway, regardless of the fact of whether he does now or not is kind of mute at this point, I think, for a lot of people. But I just think that if he left and he wasn't so banged up, he could have basically kind of did what Cody did.
Yeah, I think, yeah, time would, allow time to heal, and then if he did something. But he went into UFC. That was he wanted to go there. But if it would take for him to get even a title shot.
I can't hear you now.
Oh, you can't hear me?
That was odd.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Technical difficulties. Hello? Hold on.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, you can hear me now?
It got muted on my end for some reason.
All right, there you go. No, you know what? I accidentally unplugged my mic. I apologize.
Hello?
Can you hear me now? Oh, what the hell? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Point where actually in the line to push in, but yeah. He was pushing. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. What the hell? Can you hear me? Hello? Why can't he hear me? His ball went home. Yeah, he took his ball and went home. Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
Can you hear me? I don't know why he's not hearing me. Hold on, I'm going to end the call.
I can only hear you from the stream.
Okay, well, I'm going to end the call, okay?
Conference call.
I'm going to end the call, and I'm going to start it back up. I'm going to invite you. Alright, guys, hold on. Oh, what the fuck, man? Alright, use the tab again. There you go. Damn, man. We've had a problem like every show so far.
You are the first participant on the call.
We've had a problem every show.
Wait for the others to join.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm going to send the link again. And then hopefully, I do apologize, folks. All right, let's see if we get D-Shep back in here. There you go. I sent you the link at Twitter. There you go. All right, so allow him to come back in. Yeah, so we got King Vids, welcome. McGriff, welcome. Everyone else, welcome. There you go. Now that we got... You back in here? Can you hear me? How the hell is he not hearing me? You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's better. All right, there we go. There we go. Problem solved. All right.
For now.
Yeah, for now. That's okay. We'll get it all figured out. The great one said Punk was actually in line for the push Daniel Bryan got. He basically took his ball, went home. Rumor is that he was supposed to face Triple H. I don't think it was to be in that triple threat.
No, he was supposed to face Triple H, and then eventually turned into Daniel Bryan versus Batista, and then versus Triple H, and that's kind of how that happened. Originally, it was just supposed to be Daniel Bryan versus just Batista, and then Punk versus just Triple H.
Yeah, that's not main event for him.
Punk said if he's gonna wrestle Hurt, he ain't jobbing out the Triple H, pretty much.
No, at that point, like, Triple H is a guy like The Undertaker. They're there for the name, okay? There's no need for Triple H at this point to wrestle. He's done what he's done, and he did it all. You can't take away from what the guy's done, but what's the point of him? Even in 2014, what was the point of him wrestling? So to even get involved, I guess they were trying to relive the whole Austin McMahon thing, but with Daniel Bryan, but to do it with Punk, it didn't make sense. The only thing that made sense was probably Punk and Randy Orton for WrestleMania. For what I saw, even though I'm like catching up on everything now, in my eyes, that would have been a better match. Randy Orton.
The only reason that it made sort of sense is because I think the plan. I don't quote me for sure, but the plan was they were going to build off the infamous pipe bomb, and the part where Punk pointed out it's only going to get worse when the idiot son-in-law takes over and blah blah blah. And I think that was going to be like supposedly the spark plug to the feud.
Yeah. Well, all right, and didn't he kind of do that match at? Well, didn't they have a match though that kind of settled that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, there was a match I think in between. Or it might have been after SummerSlam. People in chat, let us know. Of course, if you want to give me your opinion about the topic is CM Punk. His reign, his modern day record has been broken by Brock Lesnar. It is official. And we want your thoughts either in chat or you can call in right now, 720-835-5007. When you go in there, hit that pin number, 16790. Come on in and you can chat with Shep and I about your feelings about it. Is the reign legit? And we all know it's a fuck you to CM Punk, but if you take that away, do you consider that a legit title reign? That's I'm gonna get people's thoughts on that. And anyone had thoughts about the CM Punk fight this past weekend? Anyone have thoughts on that? You can type in chat or call the show. But my question to you, Shep, if you take now, we know he was scorned, and just say if he continued on. And he's still in WWE right now. And if Brock Lesnar still broke that record, how would you feel even then?
Oh, I still wouldn't agree with that whatsoever.
Okay.
Just for all the reasons we already stated.
Okay. So it wouldn't make a difference whether if he was in there still or if he wasn't. If it is what it is now or not, if he was still in there. I'm sure he'd be vocal about it, though. I really think he would. You're giving it.
There would have at least been a match at some point, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Probably several matches.
But if people felt like Punk, whined and bitched, and it doesn't, like, when you hear him talk about it, though, You have a sense that it's like a bit of sour grapes. Like he's bitter about what happened.
Yeah, but who can blame the guy in a way though?
But here's the thing.
He did put up with an awful lot.
I understand that. But here's my thing. Being a wrestling fan. Okay, you step out of the WWE. And he tried to say it killed his love for wrestling. You think at any point, because he even said in a recent interview, this is why I'm going to get, this is my point, I'm getting to it, is that he said he can't even watch 30 seconds of a match, no matter what promotion. How the fuck can you not go through 30 seconds of a Ring of Honor match? How can you not go through 30 seconds of an NXT match? How can you not go through 30 seconds of a friend of yours MLW match?
Because WWE broke him.
Yeah, a lot of people felt that way, but you know what? It really fucked you up that bad. Punk also went to Marvel to write stories for comics. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see that. I guess with all the Turtle, I apologize. I didn't see your thing. Yeah, I know he did that, and you could still do that, and you could be on the road doing that. The point is, I feel like now it's like he's really bitter, but I think it's also bitter because of what Cody Rhodes has done. And you're going to see more wrestlers go that route. Look at what Jericho's doing in New Japan this past weekend. He won the Intercontinental title over there to be the first guy to win the New Japan and WWE Intercontinental title.
Now he's going to do a little work with TNA, too.
Exactly, with the Jericho cruise, and then supposedly he might be doing a show. He might be in an...
He invited TNA on same cruise ship to have a show.
Yeah. And then not only that, there's rumors that he might be all in Chicago September 1st for the show.
He's a lifer. He's wrestling. He's rock and roll. He's the cool guy. He's the cool uncle.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jericho.
Yep. Great one says if Punk was still in WWE, Brock never breaks the record. Probably not.
I don't know.
He would be vocal about it, and I think it would stir. It would make people change. Well, of course, the creators, creative think different and not go that route because they're like, oh shit, this guy's exposing us.
They never listened to him, and that's part of the reason he left. So maybe it would have made them want Brock to break the record all that much more.
And McGriff in chat says, I wonder how the money stacks up for those guys during the Indies versus WWE. Well, I'll explain it to you pretty quick. Look what was All In September 1st. It's not even a promotion that's throwing this show. It is 3 guys, the Young Bucks and Cody Rhodes. They sold out a 10,000-seat arena with not one match. Well, one match was announced, and that was Cody Rhodes and Nick Aldis for the NWA title. That's the only match. And when they sold out, that was even announced. They weren't even talking about that yet. So how does the money stack up? Here's the thing. When you're in Ring of Honor, you can have a contract whether if you're strictly with them and they give you a good amount of money. And trust me, the guy that runs Ring of Honor has more money than Vince. And that's proven. Believe it or not, the guy that runs Ring of Honor, Sinclair and all, Sinclair Broadcasting, has more money than Vince. So he really could put a lot of money in the Ring of Honor, but he's slowly building it, and you see it. They had a 30% growth in the last year. He's doing it the right way.
Well, not only that, but he lets all his guys make all these extra appearances and whatnot. So the contracts that he's paying, even let's say if a top name like Punk's going to go there on a lower contract, so initially it's going to seem like he's getting less money, but then Punk's going to be able to go off and, let's say, do this appearance and that appearance where they give him $50K up front or $100K up front. And then next thing you know, you take the entire year-long salary, and it's probably comparable to what they can make working at WWE. And not only that, but they get to pick and choose their dates. Yep.
Yeah, they could go... I think they have a relationship with Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, because you had Adam Cole that was wrestling in Ring of Honor and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. They could go around. They have a relationship with New Japan. So, yeah, the money stacks up because you can go there, you can work here, you can work there. There's not a dead weekend.
And and a lot of these guys are being smart nowadays with their contracts and
Yep.
that, and they're owning their name ahead of time so that when they do leave WWE, they can still use the same name they became famous on, unless your dumbass is named Alberto Del Rio and you just take the big paycheck up front all the time and you want to be El Patron or El Matador or any other stupid name you want to come up with this week.
Yeah. I think it would start a trend of guys bouncing the indies again with a potential. Yeah, it's going to bring the... What is it's going to bring back is the 80s territories. They always say history repeats itself. In this one, you're seeing it because think about what you see now today, okay? You get to follow up. I watched this promotion. It's called Reality of Wrestling. It is Booker T's promotion based... They're in Houston, okay? They have episodic TV on Fight TV. And you keep up with what's going on. So if they, God forbid, leave Houston and come up to Philadelphia where I'm at and do a show, at least I know what's going on. And if I bring you, Shep, with me, hey, buddy, come watch a show with me. And we go to see it. Oh, I'm not familiar with this. What's going on here? I can explain it to you real quick. It's not like back in the day where ECW, where it was a live promotion, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you have to be there to follow up. Today, with Ring of Honor, with Reality of Wrestling, with MLW on YouTube, they could do episodic television where you can follow the storylines, and they wouldn't even have to be on network TV. I think people are getting beyond that now. People are cutting the cord for the most part today. So what do? You have an online presence, and they're doing the right thing, and so is Ring of Honor. What's your thoughts on that?
Pretty much everything what you just said, and that's why you see companies like TNA also, they're branching out to Twitch now.
Yeah.
They're practically live on Twitch 24/7, just showing all their old stuff. And then when they have it was a couple weeks back, they went to WrestleCon, they had Josh Matthews and somebody else, I forget who, and they were doing a bunch of interviews with the people there and whatnot. So there's still live content on there.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're branching out to other avenues. It don't have to just be a name brand cable TV channel. WWE likes their name brand because that's the path they've carved all these years. Get these guys under these mega contracts, own these guys, all the non-competes and all this and this. But the guys that are truly having fun in the business right now, guys like Cody Rhodes and all these other guys starting their own promotions, Jericho, etc.
Yeah.
It's more about just hanging with your boys, putting on a good show, not necessarily purposely only going out there to try to make money, just to go out there and have a good time and put on a good show.
Well, I like Cody Rhodes he's not a cocky guy. He's a humble guy. You can see that. I mean, like, he knows he comes from a legacy, though.
Yeah,
but instead of staying in WWE,
he can play that cocky guy if he wants to.
Well, that's his character. That's it, and it's brilliant.
Awesome.
He's brilliant at it. Yeah, that's his character. I'm talking about Cody Rhodes, the guy, not Cody Rhodes, the wrestler. Cody Rhodes, the guy. The guy could have stayed in WWE and stayed with the legacy and just allowed the WWE to fuck him over in a way because they weren't doing much with him. Hence why he left. I don't blame him.
He
I
was
can.
done with that Stardust shit. He didn't.
Yeah, they weren't going nowhere with him.
He did it, and he was great at it.
Yeah, it was.
He said he couldn't stand it.
Yeah. So what he did with two other guys, they created a show with a lot of buzz. They got freaking StarCast involved with Conrad and Thompson doing all these podcasts, all these shows. They made it a spectacle. This is like a WrestleMania type thing, and it's not even got the WWE involved. And I'm glad that he's not trying not to get anyone from the WWE involved whatsoever. Now, people say, well, what about Jericho? But at this point, Jericho's not part of WWE. He's part of New Japan. Okay? He's going to be doing this cruise. He's going to possibly do an Impact thing. And yeah, there's rumor that he might go all in, but we haven't seen anything yet. But I think he's probably more focused on his cruise because he wants that to be an annual thing, just like the Bucks and Cody want their show to be an annual thing. They want to. People want real pro wrestling. I understand. In a way, WWE is partial wrestling. It's more entertainment. NXT, more wrestling. Ring of Honor, wrestling. New Japan, wrestling. MLW, wrestling. There's two different styles. And they want the people that WWE, as far as the main roster, they have forgotten about years ago. And they're getting people to come to one area in Chicago for a huge event. And it's exciting. And the fact that he might even get that show on Twitch is even going to be even more exciting. So you don't have to be there. But they said they found a way that you can still pay and watch that show on Twitch. What do you think on that? What do you think about that?
Well, it's going to be epic. And like I said, TNA is already on Twitch. So I don't know if he's just going to jump along with them as far as that's concerned or do his own Twitch thing. It really doesn't matter. But all that stuff's going to be out there, and it's going to be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But hey, I hate to cut things, but I do have to skedaddle because my wife is going to be home here in about.
Oh no, that's cool.
Minutes.
Yeah, I'm going to go about another 15 anyway.
Furniture to put together and put away, and oh god.
Oh, no problem.
It's not going to be a fun day. I don't want to go, but I gotta go.
It's all good, man. All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow, or yeah, I mean, we'll talk later on. You know,
and the rest of you in chat, I'll see you all on the main show on Saturday night. All right?
Yeah, and, yeah. If we don't do another pop up, yeah, we'll be down. All right, man. I'll shoot you a text in a little bit.
Peace.
Later. But McGriff, going back to what you say real quick, okay? Of course, you can call the show right now, okay? Let me get my thing up. So you can call the show 720-835-5007. When you come in, hit that pin number 16790. You can chat with me. I'm going to go at least another 15 minutes, my friend. So I'm not going to end this right away. Of course, spread the word of the show. I like McGriff. I like how you promote the show. Everyone that watches this, word of mouth, spread it. And D-Shep, there he is. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for popping in. Well, that's my co-host, my buddy there, D-Shep. Make sure you give him a follow too, because he does gaming streams during the week. D-Shep 1979X. That's his Twitch name. Make sure you give him a follow if you haven't. But going on to what McGriff said, the Twitch theme was a great idea to create buzz again. But is it a good thing, McGriff? Is it a good thing that TNA is using the old material to put on Twitch? Does that help them? Or should they put more of their newer stuff in there? So like, hey, look what we have now. Because here's the thing. You go back 5 years ago, compared to now, it's a huge drop-off as far as content. But if you go and play something from 7 years ago, 8 years ago, 9 years ago, in the height of the late 2000s, in the 2010, and then you play from something recently, it's only going to hurt them because it's like, oh, look at the names they have, but all they got is Austin Aries, Eddie Edwards, Sami Callihan. They lost Bobby Roode. They lost Bobby Lashley. So I feel that that's hurting them. I've talked to people about that. I feel that Impact should focus on their new content, but they also said that it's also to get people to sign up for their streaming network where it has all the archives. Okay, well, you're not going to do that when you're constantly playing your old shit. Why are they going to sign up? Are they just watch it on Twitch? Yeah, it's like HBO. You're going to watch it on their time, but it's still free. They don't got to pay to watch those shows. It's already there. I think they should focus more on their newer content. But yeah, going back to the whole topic, because we went off on this huge tangent, and that's what the show's about anyway. We're talking wrestling. The reign for Brock Lesnar, I don't feel it's legit. He hasn't defended it enough. He hasn't made enough appearances. CM Punk busted his ass. CM Punk was hurt when he wrestled most of the time. Until we dropped the title to The Rock, which was another part-timer. I just don't get the idea of the part-timer being the champion. I never liked that. There was a time that happened a few years back. But, again, it is what it is. I'm hoping someday, either The Miz or someone that's more credible. I get that, oh, he's a beast. He's going to be the guy. You know, who could beat that guy? Well, I'll tell you right now who that could beat him. Bobby Lashley. We discussed that on Saturday night. Bobby Lashley could easily take him down because they have a similar background. And if you want it to be believable, I would pick that guy. But I think they set him back a little bit, or how they booked him when they reintroduced him back to the WWE Universe after being gone from the WWE for 10 years. I just hope someone like The Miz, Daniel Bryan, someone breaks that record. I want it to be a more legitimate guy that's held, because I know it's with him. It's like, his stint with Zayn is a joke. Yeah, it is a joke, McGriff. It really is. I hate the fact that, like, the only thing that came positive is that Sami Zayn is getting better on the mic there. Like, he was always good, but he's getting even better on the mic, and it's good to see that. Hold on. Okay. Right now, I was looking at my daughter. I have her on Skype, so she's taking a nap. I'm making sure she's fine. She moved a certain way. She's fine. There we go. The thing that's coming out is Sami Zayn getting better on the mic. He's getting better as a heel. I love it. I love that fact. But Bobby Lashley should not have came in against him right away. My opinion, it should have been the chase to go after Lesnar. Because if there's, anything believable that could take down Brock Lesnar, it would be Bobby Lashley. And if anyone that could take down Bobby Lashley, and I said it 2 weeks ago, it would be a disservice to this guy if you give him the title any sooner than WrestleMania, and that is Braun Strowman. Imagine that match. Bobby Lashley, Braun Strowman. I feel that would be a great match. And then you got your other world title main event of The Miz and Bryan. That's what I'm starting to see a little bit. And that stems from the whole thing from the Talking Smack segment. So I don't know how people feel about that. That's what I feel. That's how I feel about it. I felt that's the route they could have went with. I try not to be negative about it. I just want to enjoy the product, but you see certain things like this, it's like, dude, this is a hit and miss. This is a hit and miss. I'm trying not to be that negative guy and enjoy the product, but you're making it hard a little bit, bro. Come on. McGriff says, so where are Fit and Ballard at? To me, that's the worst underused guy. My opinion, he should go to SmackDown. He will make a bigger impact on SmackDown. And that's not, that's the B show. It's not him over there. No, I think with the guys over in SmackDown, he would have better matches with Daniel Bryan. Matching those matches. The Miz and Balor. Okay, yes, he had good matches with freaking Kevin Owens. He had good matches with Seth Rollins. That's a good. But think about the roster in SmackDown. That would help him. I think it would. And do I feel that he should become the Demon again? Probably. I think it would help him. I'm not so much of a fan of this smiling guy. Like this. I don't know. But I think the SmackDown move would help, and then D-Shep in chat agrees. Bye, buddy. Yeah, it would help. Because thinking about the roster on SmackDown. And the SmackDown roster is great. And, dude, you need to build it because when you go to freaking Fox next fall, that you want a good roster, you know? Because I'll guarantee you this. They go to Fox, they're going to get more viewers on that network show than they would on USA. Yeah, you can have so many great title matches, yeah. It would be a better fit for him. I feel that would be a great fit for Finn Balor. You're hurting him more by keeping him on Raw. Send him to SmackDown. Send Bobby Roode back to SmackDown. Or if you're going to help the guy, make him heel. If he's going to be face, keep him on SmackDown. You want him heel? If you want him on Raw, make him a heel. Because those two, because if he's a face on SmackDown, it would help him. If he's on Raw, make him heel. He did his best work as a heel, and you need more heels on that freaking roster. On the Raw roster, think about the big heels on that freaking in that locker room compared to SmackDown. Not even comparable, man. There's too many good guys. Nakamura, Balor. There you go. How could I forget about that? McGriff, you got it right, my friend. Balor, Nakamura. Talk about a guy that went heel and it became... Dude, I love the fact that he became heel. Me and Shep were talking about this on Saturday night. How it just like it catapulted him. He was able to do more. That's what I love about being a heel. When I was a backyard wrestler, I prefer to be a heel. I was able as my character to do more than when I was a face for a short period of time. And I think it was the time when I came back after taking a year off because I was hurt, and then focusing on baseball in my real life. And then when that fell through and I lost my scholarship when I got hurt and I recovered, I came back. I was like, all right, I'm going to do it. And I was a face for a little bit, and then, boom, I did the heel turn again. When you're a heel, the sky's the limit. You can do whatever you want. When you're a face, you're limited. Man, I was ranting about this on stream the other day. Well, there you go. Yes. Dude, McGriff, anytime you want to pop on and talk to us, Shep and I, dude, let us know ahead of time. You know, we'll be in talks if you want to join us as a guest. I'm sure D. Shep would agree with me on that one. We're pretty much on the same boat, man. No, we're not we're seeing eye to eye on everything, man. There hasn't been any creative differences. So I'm sure he'll agree with me on that. I feel that I can speak for him, but he could probably tell me to go fuck myself in chat right now. So we'll see. But yeah, it would be cool to have you on. We have no problem bringing other streamers. Speaking of which, anyone that hasn't followed this guy, McGriff, give him a follow. He does a WWE Universe. Make sure you give him a follow. All right. Only nudes is how you... Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that rule. McGriff, you got to send us nudes. I don't know what's this thing. This is a thing that Shep likes. Hopefully it doesn't chase you away. I hope it doesn't chase you away. Oh, yeah, $1 million too. Yeah, we need that too. So if you're... We need a sugar daddy. That's great. But, well, I'm going to end the show with this. And then I will try to do a pop-up show tomorrow. Maybe another one Wednesday. And maybe another one Friday. It's just to build the show, bring it to the attention of the people. And D-Shep might join me on most of them. He might not. But we do a show together. Every Saturday night. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So whatever time that zone that is, well, you're going to have to figure that out. If you're in the West, obviously it's 8 o'clock, okay? If you're in Central, that is 10. A little lesson for you, okay? But I'll leave you with this before I get off for today. Brock Lesnar, you're not a legit champion. And it's easy for me to say, being a fan, and you won't say that to my face. I would, but not to be a tough guy. You have to look in the mirror and go, I'm a true champion. Can you really say that I'm a true champion? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say that? No, you can't. Because you had 10 title defenses in 435 days. Compared to the guy you just beaten that had 143 title defenses in that span. WWE, you better do something with this. And more than just giving it to Roman Reigns, I think you should pick a better opponent at this point. If you want to save that title. Or it's going to be obsolete like that big gold title. I'll leave you with that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining Shep and I today. Thank you for all the shout-outs that you do, McGriff, chat, and everyone else. Spread the word of the show. This is a community. We want people to be a family here. Whether if it's going in your on your stream, is it coming to here, coming to our WWE Universe that we're going to be starting up? We want a family here. All right? So spread the word of the broadcast. Thank you so much. Follow us on Twitter. He's DShep1979. I am at wrestling_go. Follow us on Twitter, and we'll keep you up to date, whether we're going to do another pop-up show tonight. Today, I just went live, and then D-Shep joined me. I was glad to have him join me on this one. And I hope he joins me more for these pop-up shows in between the Saturday show. But make sure you follow us, because then we'll let you know ahead of time when we go live. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time on the Go Home Wrestling Show. Later, everybody.